85% of people, at some point in their lives, battle low self-esteem fueled by negative self-talk. These thoughts creep in, whispering that you're not enough, that you can't succeed. They don't just pass by, they take root, shaping how you see the world and yourself. But here's the truth. You mustn't live this way. Negative thinking isn't just a bad habit. It's a barrier that blocks your path to peace, confidence, and fulfillment. Today, we're not just talking about breaking that barrier. We're going to destroy it, piece by piece, using the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. In this video, we'll uncover why these thoughts dominate your mind and how to fight back. We'll draw from the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, showing you practical ways to take control of your emotions, build resilience, and reclaim your inner balance. Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Stoic Narratives Official for more insights that empower you to thrive. 1. Understanding negative thinking. Negative thinking is more than fleeting self-doubt. It's a relentless pattern that grips your mind, distorting how you see yourself and the world. It whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed," planting seeds of fear, hesitation, and despair. But what's truly dangerous is how these thoughts snowball, influencing your choices and relationships and shaping your reality without you even realizing it. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This timeless wisdom teaches us that while we can't control everything that happens, we can always control how we interpret it. And it's in this interpretation that the battle against negative thinking begins. Why does negative thinking take hold so easily? It often starts with your upbringing. Imagine growing up in an environment where perfection was demanded and mistakes were unforgivable. Over time, this creates a belief that you're never good enough. Then there are societal pressures. From media to culture, we're bombarded with messages that fuel insecurity. Ads tell us we need to look better, earn more, and achieve more, or else we don't matter. And let's not forget fear. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown locks us in a mental prison. We catastrophize, imagining the worst possible outcomes before they even happen. These forces create a mental environment where negative thoughts thrive, growing unchecked like weeds. But Stoicism teaches us that we don't have to accept this as our reality. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, reminds us, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. In other words, it's not the challenges we face that hurt us, it's the meaning we assign to them. Think about it. The same event can crush one person while inspiring another. The difference lies entirely in their mindset. Understanding this is the first step to regaining control. Start by observing your thoughts. Notice when negativity creeps in and ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? Often, you'll find it's just a story your mind has created, one you can rewrite. Next, challenge these thoughts. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his thinking, asking if his fears and doubts were rational or helpful. You can do the same. When you question your thoughts, you strip them of their power. Negative thinking doesn't just harm your inner peace, it steals your potential. By understanding its roots and choosing to view life through a different lens, you take the first step toward freedom. As we move forward in this video, we'll uncover practical strategies from Stoicism to help you silence that inner critic and build a stronger, calmer mind. Stay with me. This journey is just beginning. 2. Causes of negative thinking. Why do negative thoughts seem to control us so effortlessly? The answer lies in their roots, which are often buried deep in our experiences, our fears, and the pressures of society. To break free from their grip, we first need to understand where they come from. Negative thinking often begins in childhood. Imagine growing up in an environment where mistakes weren't just mistakes, they were failures. Constant criticism or an expectation of perfection plants the seed of self-doubt. Over time, this belief solidifies. I'm not good enough. These early messages don't fade. They echo in our minds, influencing how we see ourselves and the world around us. Then there are the pressures of modern society. Everywhere we look, we're told we're lacking. Media and advertisements constantly remind us we aren't rich enough, successful enough, or attractive enough. These messages fuel insecurity, making us feel as though we'll never measure up. This societal conditioning creates a fertile ground for negativity to thrive. And finally, fear plays a significant role. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown causes our minds to spiral. We start imagining worst-case scenarios before they even happen. This catastrophic thinking traps us in a cycle of anxiety, convincing us that every risk will end in disaster. Epictetus, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." This profound insight reminds us that our thoughts about an event, not the event itself, cause our suffering. The mind is powerful, but its power can be misused when we allow these negative interpretations to dominate. Understanding these causes is the first step to breaking free. When you identify the source of your negative thoughts, you take away some of their control. Start by questioning their origin. Did this belief come from something someone told you? Is it based on reality or a societal standard designed to make you feel inadequate? By peeling back these layers, you can begin to see these thoughts for what they are. Mental constructs, not truths. 3. The Stoic solution: overcoming negative thoughts. When negativity creeps in, it can feel overwhelming, like a storm cloud blocking the light. But here's the truth. Negative thoughts don't define you. They're simply mental habits, and like any habit, they can be broken. Stoicism offers timeless tools to challenge and overcome these thoughts, turning the storm into calm clarity. One powerful practice is the premeditation of evils. This involves visualizing worst-case scenarios to prepare your mind for challenges. Imagine a big presentation or interview. Instead of fearing failure, you accept the possibility and think, what's the worst that could happen? By facing the fear head-on, you strip it of its power. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Accept the worst, and you'll find courage to act. Another key technique is examining and challenging your thoughts. Negative thoughts often arise without question. They sneak in and whisper lies like, "You're not capable," or "You'll fail." When this happens, stop and ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or assumption? Most of the time, you'll find it's just your inner critic making noise. Marcus Aurelius urged us to scrutinize our thoughts, separating truth from fiction. This process of questioning weakens negativity and builds mental resilience. Next, focus on what you can control. Life throws countless challenges your way, but most of them are beyond your influence. Stoics teach us to focus only on what's within our control: our actions, our thoughts, and our attitudes. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, stressing won't clear the road. But you can control how you react, perhaps by using the time to reflect or listen to an inspiring podcast. Epictetus said it perfectly. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Shift your focus, and you'll reclaim your peace of mind. Finally, practice daily reflection to keep negative patterns in check. Take a few moments each night to journal about your day. What thoughts dominated your mind? Were they helpful or harmful? Seneca, another great Stoic, recommended nightly reflections as a way to learn and grow. By consistently examining your mental landscape, you'll start to notice patterns and, more importantly, how to break free from them. The Stoic solution is clear. Face your fears, question your thoughts, control what you can, and reflect daily. These practices aren't just philosophical ideas. They're practical tools for building emotional strength and inner peace. As we continue, we'll delve deeper into replacing negative thoughts with constructive ones, creating a mindset that propels you forward. Stay with me as we uncover more ways to master your mind. Stoicism teaches us to challenge these narratives. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his fears and assumptions, asking if they were rational or aligned with his values. You can do the same. When faced with a negative thought, pause and ask, is this true? What evidence supports it? Most of the time, you'll find these thoughts crumble under scrutiny. By understanding the roots of your negativity, you're not just analyzing your mind, you're reclaiming it. The journey to peace and resilience begins here, with awareness. As we continue, we'll explore how Stoicism offers practical tools to overcome these mental barriers and create a mindset grounded in strength and clarity. Stay tuned. 4. replacing negative thinking with constructive thoughts. Once you've identified and challenged your negative thoughts, the next step is to replace them with something stronger, constructive, empowering thoughts that align with your values and goals. This shift isn't just about suppressing negativity. It's about actively choosing to build a mindset rooted in resilience, clarity, and inner peace. Start with affirmations. These are not empty words, but statements that remind you of your strengths and potential. Replace "I can't do this" with "I'm capable of learning and growing." Affirmations rooted in Stoic virtues carry even greater power. For instance, tell yourself, "I choose courage over fear," or "Each setback is a chance to grow stronger." These phrases act as anchors, grounding you when doubt tries to take over. Another key practice is virtue-based thinking. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle extends to your internal dialogue. Align your thoughts with Stoic virtues like wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. For example, when a challenge arises, instead of thinking, "I'll fail," reframe it. This is an opportunity to practice resilience. When your thoughts align with your values, they become a source of strength rather than self-sabotage. Next, reframe negative scenarios. Stoics understood the power of perception. Epictetus reminds us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters." When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can this make me stronger?" Reframing shifts your focus from obstacles to opportunities, empowering you to move forward with purpose. To reinforce constructive thinking, engage in mental repetition. Like training a muscle, the more you practice positive thought patterns, the stronger they become. When negative thoughts surface, consciously replace them with their positive counterparts. Over time, this becomes second nature, creating a mental environment where positivity thrives. Finally, visualize your best self. Picture yourself living with clarity, courage, and purpose. What actions would you take? What thoughts would you nurture? Visualization helps bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about wishing for change, but about preparing your mind to act with conviction. Replacing negative thinking with constructive thoughts isn't about perfection, it's about progress. By choosing affirmations, practicing virtue-based thinking, reframing challenges, and engaging in mental repetition, you'll transform your mindset into one that propels you forward. As we move on, we'll explore how to cultivate an environment that nurtures this growth, ensuring your journey to inner peace and emotional strength continues. Stay with me as we uncover the next steps. 5. Cultivating a positive environment. Your environment is a reflection of your mind, and just as you can reshape your thoughts, you can shape the spaces and influences around you to support positivity and growth. A well-cultivated environment is one of the most powerful tools for overcoming negative thinking. Start with the people you surround yourself with. Seneca, a revered Stoic philosopher, advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Take a moment to reflect on the relationships in your life. Are they lifting you or pulling you down? Seek out individuals who inspire you, challenge you to grow, and offer genuine encouragement. At the same time, distance yourself from toxic influences that drain your energy or feed your insecurities. Building meaningful connections with supportive people will create a solid foundation for your mental and emotional well-being. Next, turn to the content you consume. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with messages from social media, news outlets, and entertainment. Be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Choose philosophical texts, enriching podcasts, or inspiring art that aligns with your values and goals. These sources act as daily reminders to stay grounded and focused on your personal growth. Remember, what you read, watch, and listen to shapes your internal dialogue. Another crucial element is your physical space. A cluttered environment often leads to a cluttered mind. Organizing and simplifying your living and working spaces can have a profound impact on your mental clarity. Think of it as creating a sanctuary that reflects the virtues you aspire to: peace, order, and discipline. Even small changes, like keeping your desk clean or adding a meaningful quote to your wall, can reinforce your commitment to a positive mindset. Consider adopting rituals that anchor your day in positivity. Morning meditations, reflective journaling, or reading a Stoic passage can set the tone for your entire day. Seneca often began his mornings with a moment of silence to prepare for the challenges ahead. These rituals create a sense of stability and help you maintain focus when negativity arises. Finally, embrace nature whenever possible. Spending time outdoors, surrounded by the natural world, can be deeply grounding. Marcus Aurelius often marveled at the harmony of nature, drawing strength from its cycles and resilience. A walk in the park or a few moments watching the sunrise can remind you of the beauty and simplicity that life offers. Your environment is more than just a backdrop. It's an active participant in your journey toward inner peace and resilience. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, curating meaningful content, organizing your spaces, and connecting with nature, you create fertile ground for growth. As we continue, we'll take action and apply these Stoic principles in daily life. Stay with me. The path to a stronger, calmer mind is just ahead. 6. Applying Stoicism daily. Understanding the principles of Stoicism is only the beginning. To truly transform your mindset, you must take deliberate action every day. Epictetus famously said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The action bridges the gap between knowledge and growth, and this is where the real change begins. Start small. Change doesn't happen overnight, but incremental steps lead to monumental shifts. Begin each day by identifying one negative thought that arises in your mind. Write it down and analyze it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts, or is it just an assumption? By confronting your doubts with logic, you weaken their hold over you. Next, replace that thought with an actionable plan. If the thought says, "I can't handle this challenge," counter it with, "What's one step I can take to move forward?" Then act on it. Even a small action can disrupt the cycle of negativity and create momentum for progress. Incorporate rituals into your daily routine. Morning meditations, for example, can prepare your mind for the day's challenges. Spend a few quiet moments reflecting on your intentions and visualizing how you will face the obstacles ahead. This practice grounds you in the present and fosters clarity. Journaling is another powerful tool. Seneca, one of the great Stoic thinkers, emphasized the importance of reflection. Each evening, take a few minutes to review your day. What thoughts or actions served you well? What could you improve tomorrow? This nightly habit not only helps you identify patterns, but also reinforces your commitment to growth. Focus on practicing the Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice in your actions. For example, if you're hesitant to address a conflict, draw on courage to have that conversation. If you find yourself reacting emotionally, practice temperance by pausing before responding. These virtues are not abstract ideals. They are guides for daily living. Accountability can also be a game changer. Share your goals with a trusted friend or join a community that values Stoic principles. Discussing your progress and challenges with others keeps you motivated and provides new perspectives. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals amplifies your resolve. Finally, celebrate small victories. Each time you overcome a negative thought or take a step aligned with your values, acknowledge it. These moments build confidence and remind you that progress is possible, even in the face of challenges. Taking action transforms Stoicism from philosophy into a way of life. By starting small, practicing reflection, embracing virtues, and holding yourself accountable, you create a foundation for lasting change. As we continue, we'll explore how gratitude can further strengthen your resilience and bring clarity to your journey. Stay with me. The next step is vital for mastering your mind and finding peace. 7. Building mental resilience through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most profound tools for transforming your mindset. While negative thoughts pull you into a cycle of fear and dissatisfaction, gratitude shifts your focus to what's abundant in your life. It's a reminder of the good that exists, even when challenges seem overwhelming. As Seneca said, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Start by reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for each day. These don't have to be monumental achievements or grand moments. It's often the small, overlooked details that carry the most meaning. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the support of a loved one, or the opportunity to learn something new. By anchoring yourself in these moments, you're actively rewiring your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Gratitude is also a powerful antidote to envy and comparison. In today's world, where social media constantly highlights others' successes, it's easy to feel inadequate. But Stoicism teaches us to measure our success not by external markers, but by our internal growth. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Don't set your mind on things you don't possess as if they were yours, but count the blessings you possess and think how much you would desire them if they weren't already yours." By practicing gratitude, you step out of the cycle of comparison and focus on what truly matters. To deepen this practice, combine gratitude with reflection. Each evening, ask yourself, what went well today? What am I thankful for? Write down your answers in a journal. Over time, this habit becomes a reservoir of positivity that you can draw from during difficult moments. When faced with adversity, revisit these reflections to remind yourself of the strength and support that have carried you through past challenges. Gratitude also strengthens your relationships. Expressing appreciation to those who uplift and support you not only deepens your connection, but also reinforces positive behaviors. A simple thank you can have a ripple effect, spreading kindness and reinforcing the bonds that help you thrive. Seneca's wisdom underscores this. He who receives a benefit with gratitude repays the first installment on his debt. Incorporate gratitude into your daily rituals. Pair it with your morning coffee, your evening walk, or even your moments of silence before bed. These small acts make gratitude a natural part of your life, reinforcing a mindset of resilience and clarity. Gratitude is more than an emotion. It's a choice, a practice, and a path to inner peace. By embracing this Stoic principle, you build mental resilience and cultivate a life of fulfillment. As we move forward, we'll conclude this journey by revisiting the key lessons and how to implement them daily. Negative thinking doesn't have to control your life. As we've explored today, the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca provide powerful tools to transform your mindset. By understanding the roots of negativity, challenging harmful thoughts, and cultivating gratitude, you can build a foundation of resilience and inner peace. Remember, it's not what happens to you that defines you, but how you choose to respond. Every step forward matters, no matter how small. Begin by practicing daily reflection, embracing gratitude, and surrounding yourself with positivity. These actions may seem simple, but they hold the power to shift your perspective and guide you toward a more fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If this video inspired you, please like it and share it with someone who needs these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Narratives Official for more wisdom that empowers you to thrive. Together, let's continue building a community of strength and clarity.